This tutorial is being brought to you by Kash Data Consulting LLC. We are based in Plano, Texas, and we provide search engine optimization and PPC services to small businesses. So today we are going to continue our series on search engine optimization in 2016. Today I put together this quick demo on 5 Google services that you must know if you are trying to work on search engine optimization or any of these areas. So without any delay, let's really have them. Let's look at the products that we are going to cover. So the first one is Google Analytics. That is by far my favorite product from Google. It's a great service that can provide analytics information, and we're going to dig deeper in every one of them. So I just want to highlight them for now. The next one is Google AdWords, which is obviously a PPC, pay-per-click advertising platform. Then we are going to look at Google AdSense, and then YouTube. In case you didn't know, Google does on YouTube. Um, for a few years, I actually forget, but it is a Google property. And then we are going to finally look at Google Search Console. This used to be Webmaster Tools, but recently they have changed the name, so we will look at that. Um, if you would like to know more about these products and about our services, I would encourage you to check out our YouTube channel. This is youtube.com/Buggle, or you can also follow us on Twitter, and here's the information on that. Um, so, like I said, the first product or service really is Google Analytics. This is a web analytics, really a reporting service that is provided by Google. This can give you business intelligence on your website or blog. Really, things like how are people finding you, what are they doing on your website, what pages are they looking at. So the address for this product is google.com/analytics. And so the format today that I'm going to follow is just I'm going to highlight some of the important points, and then I'm going to switch to the actual demo and cover these one by one. So today for Google Analytics, really the 3 key areas of focus are going to be audience. In these reports, you are going to get information on your users and visitors to your website. Okay, the next one is going to be acquisition, important concept to know where is your traffic really coming from. We are going to look at critical info, including source. This is the website that is bringing traffic to you, and then the medium, which can be obviously if it's organic traffic or maybe someone referred it to referred it to you. So we're going to look at that. And then finally, the reports we will finish up with are the behavior reports. These used to be called content. This obviously includes your top reports on your top content, your top pages and your blog posts that are popular. This is going to give you an idea of what is working for you and how to really learn from it. So next it says, let's dance, shall we? So for today's demo, we are going to be looking at learningcomputer.com. So let me switch to Chrome. So the first thing, like I wanted to just mention, is it's google.com/analytics. I'm going to go ahead and sign into Google Analytics. Um, and I'm already logged into my Gmail. So here I've actually created quite a few different accounts. Some of these are my customer accounts, but I'm going to drill down to here where it says learningcomputer.com, and I'm going to click on this one. And so now we are looking at that data. And another thing I'm going to change this is to switch this to really, I guess, more like we'll switch it to 1 year, a little bit more than a year. This is going to give us a lot more information. So we are looking at with bigger numbers. But anyway, if you've never looked at Google Analytics, the format is you have the navigation on the left side, and this is the main part of the report. So when I select audience, which is, remember, going to give you information on your users, and I'm going to select audience, overview, and then I'm actually going to minimize because I don't have a lot of real estate. Well, this tells you that in the last year, here are the number of sessions we have had. It kind of gives you a graphical information, and then whoa, you can see that we have had 84,000 sessions which translates to 72,000 users, and those users generated 143,000 page views. So that is incredible. And there's more information in here, but I do want to highlight this pie chart. What does this tell you? Well, it tells you that we're getting a lot of new visitors, 85%. So that means that our SEO is working. People are probably finding us on the search engines, but we're not getting a whole lot of return visitors. So that's an area that we could definitely improve upon. Now, when you slide down here, you'll notice that again we have a little breakdown by different demographics. You can see, which countries are generating a lot of traffic for us, city, some of this other information, browser, operating system. I don't know how useful is that, but basically, that is an overview of the audience report. Another cool thing you can do in here is you can compare this data to last year. So I'm going to select this and I'm going to hit apply. And what that is going to do is it's going to cover this year's traffic last year. So our sessions are up, our users are up, and the number of pages per session are down. So this is really a cool feature in Google Analytics that I like. So for now, I'm going to uncheck this and I'm going to go back to audience. Basically, I'm just going to really cover the overview. Okay, so the next one is acquisition, which, like I mentioned, tells you, where is your traffic coming from. So like we already know that a lot of our traffic is coming from organic searches. We are also getting direct traffic. Well, what exactly is direct traffic? Well, that is when somebody types in the actual URL in the browser window, or when somebody has that, basically types them in or has them bookmarked. Okay, but within acquisition, I'm actually going to go into all traffic, and I'm going to highlight this one that I really like, which is called source/medium. Okay, again, this is acquisition, all traffic, source, medium. Okay, now in here, well, what does this tell you? Well, let's check this out. It is telling me that in the last year, Google and organic is the medium that is sent us like basically half the traffic. So thank you, Google. I do appreciate that. We've had quite a few people that came to our website directly, and then we do have Bing and Yahoo. So don't forget about that. We did generate about looks like 17% of our traffic from those two search engines. So that is definitely a good thing. Okay, and then another thing is you can click on this, and this will take you. Not in this particular case, but typically this will take you to a drill down kind of scenario. So like, let's say if I were to go to referrals, and if I were to look at Bing.com, it will tell you that, okay, here are the different sub pages on Bing that referred us traffic. Okay, so that was acquisition, and then the last one I'm going to look at really is going to be the behavior, which I mentioned is going to be your top content. Okay, so let me minimize this again. Really, we have had 143 page views. That is a lot. It is also telling you some information on AdSense, which we're going to look at that in a minute. So AdSense, we're going to actually cover that in a little bit. That's one way you can generate income for your website or blog. But for now, let's just stay focused on our pages. So now, okay, well, that's a lot of pages. But what are our top pages? Well, you can find out down here. So here you can see that if I select page, this is going to list our top pages. In fact, another cool thing you can do in here is click on view full report, and this is going to actually bring up all of our top pages that people found on the internet, and then you can also change this to we have a lot of pages on this website, probably close to 500 pages. So this is a massive website, but it's telling you that, okay, these pages are doing excellent on this. Okay, so those are the three things I wanted to cover. I wanted to cover the audience, acquisition, and behavior within Google Analytics. So let me go ahead and close this. I have a lot of tabs open in here, so I'm going to go back to my PowerPoint. While switching gears, the next one I'm going to cover is going to be Google AdWords. This is, like I mentioned, it's a PPC, which stands for pay-per-click advertising platform from Google. These are the ads that you see on the right side. So I will show you these. Actually, let me just do a quick search on Google. So let me open up another tab, and I'm going to search for car insurance. And now you can see, I mean, my resolution is kind of jacked up, but anywhere where you see ad on it, that is what's being used by Google AdWords. So you can see that State Farm, our friends at State Farm over here, have used Google AdWords to set up this ad. Okay, the section in the middle, this is what's using regular natural ranking SEO. So we will look at that separately, but I just wanted to show you that. So anyway, how do you log into AdWords? Well, we will come back to that in a minute. I do want to cover the hierarchy within AdWords. AdWords is a complex system. It's made up of campaigns, which are really the high level item in an account. Think of as a campaign as, let's say you sell, let's say you're Starbucks, and you may have a campaign on coffee, or you may have a campaign on tea. That's how you would want to split that into different areas. Also, you can control the geolocation. Starbucks has locations overseas. So let's say if you're doing something in China, you could set up a campaign for those areas, versus let's say you do a campaign in the US, you could set that up at the campaign level. Now, under the campaign level, you're going to have what's called ad groups. This is where you can drill down further. So it really make it stupidly simple. You may have a ad group for decaf coffee, which kind of defeats the purpose, or you can have an ad group for a regular coffee. And then within the ad groups, you're going to have two more things. You're going to have keywords and the Google ads. So if I'm searching for let's say regular coffee, it could be I guess domestic coffee, or imported, or some sort of bean or whatnot. I mean, this is all controlled by the keywords, so that when someone searches a keyword, a particular Google ad shows up. Okay, and here's the website, google.com/AdWords. And so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you the AdWords campaign from one of my SEO customers. So in here, here's google.com/AdWords. I'm going to sign in here, and I'm actually going to switch accounts, because this is going to use my regular account, which I don't want to. I'm actually going to use this account, which is one of my customers. So just again a reminder, this video is more like an overview. If you do want to know more about this stuff, definitely check out our channel or YouTube. There's a lot of videos on these topics. But anyway, here's a campaign that I have currently paused because I'm in the middle of changing some stuff. But let's just go in here. So we're running a campaign at $10 a day. It's running on the search network. Okay. And if I slide down for the last 30 days, in fact, let's do this. Let's just run it all time. We have been running this since June. So since looks like July of last year, we've been running this. We have had our ads show 53,000 times, which is great. Out of those, we have gotten 545 clicks. And CTR is the click-through rate. That's 1%, which is right about average. Our cost per click, which is CPC, is $2.12. And if you take this number, and multiply it by the clicks, you should get something like this. Okay. So that's the information at the campaign level. One thing I want to highlight, everything in AdWords is done by these tabs. So you'll notice that right now I'm on the campaigns tab. When I click on this one, it is actually going to take me to the ad group level. Okay. So now, within the ad groups, like I mentioned, we have split our ad groups into different areas. So this has to do with heart health, functional medicine, adrenal fatigue, and whatnot. So again, think of an ad group as a basically breakdown by the keywords and the actual ads you will be showing your audience. So if I go to heart health, you can see that here are our keywords that we've been running. Again, now I'm actually at the keyword level. So remember, you have to you have to remember where you are. It's kind of easy to get lost. When you're under the campaign level, if you want to see the ad groups, you have to click on ad groups, and within the ad groups you can click on the keywords to focus in a certain ad group. Okay, so again, coming back to this, we are looking at heart health ad group. So I guess what are the keywords about? Well, they should have something to do with heart, I believe. So here you go. It's telling you that I've sorted these by the number of clicks. So the heart disease term has gotten the most clicks. The related ads were shown 3,000 times, 3,500 times, and then the CTR is 1.42. So